Okay, so we're making sure it's recording because we just sat there and talked
We just
for
talked to you guys.
10 minutes and then we realized it wasn't recording.
We were in tear. Maddie was
I even
tearing up.
teared up because I was like,
really deep
Jesus
with you
is
guys.
putting me in these positions where I have to speak the truth sometimes, and it's hard for me to speak the truth because I never want to feel like I'm hurting someone's feelings by giving them God's truth. And sometimes I do feel like that, and I feel really bad about that.
She's really hard on herself all day long.
And I'm just like, and if I get in like a bad mood or I feel irritated, I feel really bad. Like I feel like I'm disappointing Jesus. And that's the point of having a relationship with him. Because the thing is, when people always say, well, it's not a license to sin. I never said it was. I never said once saved, always saved is a license to sin. But I did say that it's finished, all sins on the cross. And I gave many scriptures proving that today in the comment section. But anyway, it is 11:13 today. 11:13 is a big number because in 2023, in 2023 of the month of 9/12, the day after our lovely towel experience video that Jesus had us do, talking about the kingdom marriages and soulmates, and then on 9/12 he had us go to Myrtle Beach again, for like just another little vacation, a couple days thing, which was really fun. And he spoke the word asteroid in the very beginning of the video, and you could hear God's voice. It was pretty amazing. And so we were talking all about that for 10 minutes as it was recording. And now we're just trying to remember what we said. Because we're all like, oh, I'm about to tear up talking about how like doing God's will is really hard and how I was tough on myself. Like I ran from God in the very beginning because, I felt his heart conviction of love and disappointment when I deleted that video. The first time he gave me a message, 12/30/2022, I deleted it. I was so afraid what people were going to think of me that I deleted it. And that's why I tell people to watch the journey, because if you watch my story from the very beginning, you will see that I'm not making any of this up. You will see that I genuinely love Jesus. You will see that I've been obedient to every single thing that he's asked me to do. And it's really hard because I knew that people were going to come against me with the bikini video, but the Lord told me I had to do it. Okay, I knew that people were going to come against me. In the towel video, I was scared to death, but the Lord told me I had to do it. He told us we had to do it. Now, he gives us free will. He doesn't force us to do it. But do we want to disappoint Jesus and say, no, we're not going to do it? I can't do that. Yeah. Just like when I tried the first time he gave me a message, I couldn't do it. I felt sick to my stomach all day, knowing that I disappointed God. And I never want to feel that way again, because I remember when I was doing music, I felt that way because I knew I was disappointing God because I wasn't following his direct order on certain things. And I knew I was loving music more than him, which is why I gave up music. People say that I never made it. I had things going, I was signed in Nashville, and then I got signed to another company. They were doing like a TV show on Prime. I got to do the last episode. I was going to star in season 2, but I gave all that up, My label ended up dropping me, and then in another world, he called me back and he wanted me back, and I don't know if he still feels the same way or whatever, but I know God's going to use my music anyway on his perfect timing because I gave it up. But that's not why I gave it up. I gave it up because I didn't want to love anything more than him. Yeah. Because G and I, we truly love Jesus. Yeah. To the point where like we literally do any single thing that he asks, and people say, it's not Jesus, but you aren't in our lives every day to know whether or not it's Jesus or not. And you don't know how he provides and how he loves and how beautiful of a God he truly is.
Well, all you gotta do is use a little bit of common sense. We're not, you say we're doing this for clout or for fame. What fame are we getting? There's so there goes that. We're doing this for money. We've never ever monetized our money.
Say that we do, and they said they even can prove it, but they can't. I'm telling you, I've proven it, and I'll prove it again if I have to.
Right. So, just think about all the reasons why you say we're doing this, and then really think about it, and look at our story. And the only reason we're here is because Jesus is teaching us to never give up on his people. Okay, we don't do it. We don't get nice words very much all day long, right? And we continue to show the fruit of the Spirit. I'm a little bit more funnier about it, But I love all you guys, and I'm going to continue to work as hard as I can because Jesus has taught us to love you guys no matter what.
I'm so emotional today. Hold on.
It's okay, honey. We've had a hard day today. You know, she's really tough on herself. Since I've met her, she's always so hard on herself, making sure that her heart's in the right place, because she doesn't want to disappoint anybody, and especially she doesn't want to disappoint Jesus. And you guys say this is Satan speaking. Satan would have given up on a lot of you guys that are so stubborn. Jesus' love is the only one that's so relentless that he keeps us going and coming back and coming back and coming back and showing you more and showing you more, because his love literally doesn't end. So this cannot be Satan. Satan would have given up a long time ago on you guys, on a lot of you guys. So I want to say that as well. It's okay, honey.
I'm trying to get it together.
It's okay. So I'm going to start off with reading.
Okay, no, it's okay. So listen, I'm sorry, guys. It's just, it's really hard because we are doing things for Jesus all the time, and it's not an easy role. And I love my brothers and sisters, I really do. And like when Jesus has me do certain things to pull out things in people's heart, it's really hard for me because I don't have that heart. And I'm sorry, I don't want to cry.
Okay.
I don't want to cry, but it's really hard, to be in that position sometimes. And because I never want to hurt anyone, with words, with like doing God's will. And sometimes God, he puts you in that position to fall. He puts you in that position to purge that person's heart. And I don't want to say those things to those people because I know God is doing everything for his glory. He's like switching things in and out. And, when I was getting a message the other day, a couple days ago, I heard the Lord speaking and he started mentioning Lori and Chad. I didn't want to talk about that. I knew that the world was not going to understand that, and that we were going to get a lot of hate from it because God already warned us about it. But you don't understand, like I have to, because I don't want to disappoint Jesus. I put him first. And it's just really hard sometimes. But anyway, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm so emotional today. It must be the pregnancy symptoms.
Oh, you're so cute when you're emotional. Do the quiver thing. Oh, my love. It's okay.
Okay. All right. So we're going to read. First of all, let me say that is 11. Okay, 11:13.
You already did that. I think you already did that.
Yeah, but I wanted to say that in 9:12 that he spoke 1:13, and he said destruction will fall. Right? He was marking 1:13 for a reason, and I'm not sure why, because he speaks in future for things. Okay. He also wanted us to read his next prophecy, which is 5:13, and he wanted me to read getting on the ark, 5:13, like the scribe message he gave me. So I'll let you go first, and I'll be right back.
All right, guys. Oh man, I'm gonna try to read it. Okay, it's hard without my teacher. Guys, a lot of you guys say I'm a wuss, and look at this doofus. Guys, you have to. It takes a man to understand that she has her place. Jesus puts people in different places, and I have no trouble with my woman, being put where Jesus has put her. I root for her all the time. I'm not scared or feel less manly because I root my woman on and I let her do where Jesus has placed her. I'll have my time when Jesus puts me wherever. We do whatever Jesus tells us to do. So
yeah, and we do not think that we are special. God chooses people in the Bible. He chose us to start this thing, but he plans on using absolutely every single person. And so those are things that are coming from your own hearts when you say those things, right? You say, why would God boast you like that? Why would he lift you up and all that stuff? You don't know the position he has us in. You don't know what we're struggling with and the testing and the trials and what he has us doing in the group and what's coming. Being today's a mirror of 8/7. 7-8, it'll be 8-7 the other way.
Yeah, go back on our videos and find out what happened on 8-7 in 2023.
That's when the old group came against me, and
then it happened again.
Then it happened again. Another one that like fell away temporarily, that God's gonna use as another circle. So I mean, there's a lot that happens all the time, and it's because God is using these people to show the first pure heaven and also the rebellion colony, which is why he switches out spirits and stuff. These people aren't bad people. They think they're doing the right thing. They think that they're following every single Jesus word, but they don't realize that Jesus is setting up tests in the group, from the true father and the false father and stuff.
We're all going through training.
I just apologized to Jesus just a second ago. I was like, I'm so sorry for crying, Lord. And he goes, it's okay, my child. It's my will. So you see, I can't control things because I know now why I'm crying. Because in the very beginning, and also farewell 10:18, but in the very beginning, Jesus poured his spirit out on me so strong that I couldn't control my emotions. I was all over the place. And now I know that he started the very beginning, like the end. Someone asked me the other day, well, why does it seem like there was so much urgency in 2023? Now it seems like we have to go through everything. Because he was doing it backwards. He was showing the ending and the very beginning. So now we're going, we're doing the circles or whatever. And so he's showing all of that. And that's why there was so much wrath in the very beginning when he was drawing people in under the law. The prophecies haven't changed. They all mimic one another. They all match. And then there's new stuff. But, that's just Jesus bringing people in and pulling people in. That's what the whole Edgewardo video was about the other day. It was to get people in because they don't know Jesus, and they were scared to come to Jesus because of the people condemning their brother and sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I got this from Jesus, from the Lord, 5/13/2025. Hi children, as I have Mandy writing another message right now, I also have G writing this one to you all. You see, I am combining them into one, and they are the start of this combination, making two prophets into one. And I will be doing this as well with your soulmates as they come in on my perfect timing. I know a lot of you have questions of when and who your soulmates are coming in, or who they are, and those are perfectly good questions that will be answered in my perfect timing. Children, I just need you to trust in the process and keep faith. My children, you can see by the various chats that have been implemented that there is more and more of my children coming in. It's going to get a little bit complicated here soon, so I need you to stay patient, loving, and always watch out for your brothers and sisters for their well-being. Now, I'm not going to lie here because your Father does not lie, and not everybody will make it, but everybody has a chance to make it because I give my children free will to choose whatever they want to choose. Remember, we are all in here in this together to grow, to learn, and ultimately to help save my children. I'm very excited to see how my children communicate with each other and learn to love one another despite the many different personalities that are coming in. Just like I told the group before, it's very important that you read all the material that I assigned, including the Personality Plus book and the Love Language book, so you can understand how to communicate with the various types of personalities. And so you can also learn how to grow on your personality to be more adaptable. You see, this process is going to be very lengthy, but also very beautiful at the same time. When it is all said and done, you will be kings and queens for my kingdom and for my glory. I do realize that many of you have surrounding influences and distractions that may make this journey tough at moments. But just get on your knees and pray and ask me to help you with these distractions, and I will. But sometimes I allow these distractions for my will and my glory so that I can test you and build you up. My ways are not your ways. Remember, you are being taught by the greatest teacher to ever live, your Yeshua HaMashiach, who comes in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day. So I don't expect you to understand what I'm doing at all times, but you can always pray to me and ask me for discernment and wisdom, and I will give you this. Remember, children, you cannot fail if you always go to me with a humble heart, asking how you can do better or what you might have done incorrectly. I don't ever expect you to be perfect because I am the only perfect one. You will always fall short, and that is okay. What matters is how you get up and what you do after you fall short, after my correction. Are you going to mope around and stay in the same place? Or are you going to fight like the warriors that I know you are? You see, children, I have seen all of you grow up for thousands of years in countless realms and situations, and I know each one of you more intimately than you could ever imagine. I know your thoughts, I know your wants, I know your desires, and I know your fears. And I promise to always be there for you no matter what. But as a good father always does, I will always correct my children because I love my children more than they can fathom. So children, hang on for this amazing ride that your father has constructed for you. I had made this journey full of excitement and turns and twists, truly to make the most amazing movie ever made, and it's all designed for the love of my children and to save them. Plus, it's super cool and fun too, because your father is fun and loving and quirky and funny, and I can't wait for all my children to get to know me this way. And you as my elders will help me with this. But first, I want you as my elders to get to know me more as well. So please, children, always come to my feet and be real with me when you pray to me. I want you to speak from your hearts, and I will be there to console you and to teach you and to lift you up when you need it. Is everybody ready to board this ark? I am speaking to Mandy at this very moment as well, because I am God and I am omnipresent. And I am speaking on your Zoom separately. As my prophet G writes this. Mandy will be sharing with you more clues and numbers that I want you to work out that leads you to when we are getting on that ark. And it is truly so soon. So get excited, children, because we are truly here and we're ready to start this party. I love you all. This is your Lord God, and I have spoken. No.
So I will say really quick, he's talking about Mandy will be working on numbers. He had no idea what Jesus was giving me on the side because he was in his bedroom and I was over here in the dining room getting a message from Jesus at the same time. And the devil and demons, they can't do that. They're not omnipresent, you see. So my message was correlating with what he was getting, and I'll read that after on the same day.
Yeah. Ecclesiastes 5:10. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them, and what good cometh to the owners thereof, but the beholding thereof with their eyes. John 3:8. The wind bloweth where it listeth, and thou hearest the sound thereof, but canst not tell where it cometh and whither it goeth. So is every man that is born of the Spirit. Amos 5:16. Therefore the Lord God of hosts, the Lord said thus, Mourning shall be in all streets, and they shall say in the highways, Alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandmen to lamentation, and such as can mourn to mourning. Philippians 3:15. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded, and if ye be otherwise minded, God shall reveal even the same unto you. 1 Corinthians 1:7 through 10. Jesus Christ, who shall also confirm you unto the end, that ye may be blameless in the day of our Lord Jesus Christ. God is faithful, by whom ye are called unto the fellowship of his Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that ye all speak on one thing, and that there be no dissension among you, but be ye knit
together in one mind and one judgment.
There you go. That is all for now, children. I love you. Oh, what the hell are you doing?
So that was... She's burrowing in the couch. She's so cute, though. She is so adorable. What are you eating?
All right. I'll take care of it.
Gross. I don't know what that is. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Now that I'm no longer a wreck anymore, let me...
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it.
I don't know. I think she's looking for something. This girl, she's getting so fat because all she wants to do is eat. And you make him good meals. I mean, he makes some chicken and rice.
Yeah, Jesus wanted me to not feed them the dog food because he knows what goes in their dog food. So he's had me make their food.
And it's very challenging.
It's very good. I almost want to eat their food.
It's
a lot.
Like arroz con pollo all the time.
Yeah, like rice with chicken and vegetables and potatoes. And Mandy's like, what are we doing? I'm like, I got hot dogs. Because that's all I got energy I got left. But they're good hot dogs. Mexican hot dogs.
He's such a great chef, though. He's really, really good.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I suck compared to him, but when I do make a meal and stuff, Jesus, you know, he helps me, and he's like, okay, my child, put this in there, put that in there. Okay, take it out now. It's ready. It's really cute. He's like nursing me the whole way like a child, you know, as I'm cooking, because he knew that he had me live with my mom and take care of my grandma because he knew that there's no way I would have survived by myself. Like, I could have, but this is my snack. I would eat like chips and heat it up with cheese, and I'm like, okay, there's my dinner, you know. Or I would get frozen chicken and try to like cook some veggies, and it was very bland and boring, let's just say.
And I'm Mexican. We don't understand that.
I know. I tried to make him a grilled cheese, and he was like, what is this?
What's a grilled cheese?
I love grilled cheese and tomato soup. Okay. Okay, this is the scribe that he had me doing on the side while G was getting his message, because he's a prophet too, and he gets messages. They're not just all coming from me, from Jesus. So, okay, so he had me make sure I started writing with him at 11:15 a.m. He said, I want you to wake up and make sure we start writing, and he was right on time, and I was on time. I set my alarm 11:15, and 11:15 is helpful because it's 2:15, which is midnight cry, and he's also been leading us to 11:15 a lot, and 11:15 is 11:6, which is 116, or 611, which is the last warning, okay, of my dream. All right. Okay, so 11:15 a.m., 5/13/2025, Revelations on getting on the ark, day 1. Okay, my children, getting on the ark is a very complicated but fun experience. You have to understand all the fundamental principles of how everything works and what I'm leading all of you to do in the kingdom. So you have to understand everything was made from the very beginning. So now we are just playing out our roles. And these are the roles that you have chosen based on your own free will. And as we explore these new adventures, you are going to see some exciting things here in this group. Not only am I going to condition you to train you all, to make you aware of all of your surroundings, I'm also going to build you up and strengthen you and make you into the warrior you were always made to be. As you can see, I am omnipresent, and I speak to all of my prophets at the same time, and I'm leading all of my people in the same direction, but I'm giving you all parts to my puzzle as I deliver my pieces. You are all very important to me, and your role is very important in the kingdom of heaven. And you are all going to see how I'm moving everything around strategically and perfectly on the board. And as I deliver all of these pieces to you while showing you and guiding you everything and giving you all the clues of who you actually are and where you all come from, you are going to see that everything you have been taught, you have been lied to about. And now you are going to discover that all of my plans are perfect and they are pleasing on my perfect timing, because I'm very strategic and I'm a God of order, and all of these steps have to be done in order to make progress to becoming battle ready. And as I'm pouring out all of my blessings and teaching you all of these things, I want you to be able to acknowledge the truth of why all of this started and why you were all here at this current time. And if you do everything I'm leading you to do, then you will start to understand it all. And why I want to give you everything, because I love you all and I have many blessings for all of you. And this is why I'm teaching you who I have always been and how you all have known me from the very beginning of time. And now that I'm giving you this understanding, you will understand my true character and how much I love all of you, and how I have been pleading for all of you to finally enter into your role and understand why you are all here to defeat this battle. And I'm sounding the trumpet one by one as I call people up to join the celebration, as I call you up and get your family and friends ready to start their missions and be called up to teach my people all the things I'm showing you all, my true mysteries from heaven. And it is my goal and my intention for all of my family to come home. It is time to return home, because your Father has so many plans for all of you, and he's waiting to pour all of the blessings down as he opens up the floodgates of heaven so he can prosper you all, not only financially but also spiritually, as I show and teach you all things as I pour every blessing down. And I teach all things through my perfect timing as I pour all of them down. And all of the blessings your Father has for all of you, you are going to see 100-fold, because I'm going to give back to you what the devil has stolen from all of you. And when you receive your inheritance through my love, because I love you all so dearly, you are going to know and realize there's nothing that I wouldn't wish to give you. Now that you understand all of these implications of every single thing that I'm teaching my people, you are going to understand these fundamental principles of getting on the ark. Now here's what we are setting up for day 1. You want to continue there, my love?
No. Day one, as we are giving these new revelations to transitions to becoming battle ready, while understanding my true revelations of transitioning to get all the knowledge and information you need to get on the ark. So here is new writing for you to listen to. And as you learn what my true calendar